Hi. I'm recording again. Yay. So, a couple things before I exit out this door. One, I'm having an issue with music. The last video that I put out that was only 29 minutes long had 4 copyright claims against it before I even uploaded it. Thankfully, those claims only made it so the video was monetized for someone else, which I don't particularly care about. And the only country of restriction, or the country it was restricted in, was Germany. So at least the United States can watch it, which is, I'm guessing, my primary audience of 3 people. I'm gonna try playing this next segment without music, except for the music happening in the background, of course, just to see if it's tolerable. You know what I mean? I think music is really important to Fallout, and it's really what makes the game. So if I feel like, you know, something's missing or it's just not working, I am going to turn the music back on and just deal with the copyright strikes. And if I get to a point where it's going to hurt my standing with YouTube, which keeps me from uploading videos, basically, then we'll just have to not do Fallout New Vegas, unfortunately. And if that's the case, it's a real shame, because this is one of the best games ever made. This is the web redemption of Alpha Protocol. So anyway, without any further ado, let's just get started and see where this takes us, shall we? Good tea. All of these DLC packs that are loading right now are quite difficult in their own way, especially Lonesome Road. Alright, so, this is me. Oh, yeah, right. Yep. It's going to stop doing this at some point. Oh, what the fuck was that? Anyone else see that? Well, whatever. This is just as much a test as it is a stream, because, for fuck's sake. Because I'm not 100% positive that the way that I installed my mods is going to gel the way that I want it to. So I'm going to find that out by playing through, and if it turns out that the game's kind of fucked, I'm going to have to revisit that video that I created, because, you know, I don't want to put something out there that makes a shitty experience for players. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. As you can see, it's a really gorgeous looking game. I mean, with the mods downloaded. It's raining right now, which I don't think it ever does out here, but it looks amazing.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Nice neck seam, lady.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
All right. Where's Trudy?
Howdy.
Where'd she go? Alright. Now, I've done this a million times, but I'm gonna do it anyway just so you can see it.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit it. That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and see. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Right, now one thing I forgot to do was make my gun a signature weapon. I believe that is in a barrel. An aid. Yeah, there we go. So this, you click this to make whatever weapon you're holding in your hands your, quote, signature weapon. And now, from now on, when I get kills with it, it will level up at certain junctures and give me some nice extra stats, so... That run feature. Hey lady, keep up with me! I don't remember her taking this path before. I'm mildly concerned that something is wrong. Because she is moving like a goddamn weirdo right now. Oh. Oh, good. Looks like her brain turned back on.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Alright. Let's fuck them up! What?
Okay, you're on. Go give them hell.
There's one. Oh, my gun skill's so low! Oh, come on. Stop moving around! Okay, I got that one. Heyo! Now, you know how I have my bad reloading habit, where I reload constantly? That's actually worse in this game because how your condition goes down on your weapon is by hitting the reload button.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's two more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with two of us. Come with me.
Alright. You see, you press C here and it goes into bullet time. Fuck yeah! And later on I can get some ocular implants that let me see in the dark, which are very useful.
Oh, that's...
Gotcha, bitch. No. When they go through that extra reload animation cycle, it means their gun is in very poor condition. Is this the right way? I'm not even sure. Oh, yeah, it is. nearly so wavy and awful.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you've done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Oh, reputations. Yep. I don't need that many words on reputations, I get it.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
I guess.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright. Well, just to save real quick. Always be saving. Put my weapon away so I can run faster. Yes, I know about VATS. Fuck. Did it actually save? There it goes. This was more ingrained in me by Skyrim than by New Vegas, but when you have a heavily modded game, it tends to crash at inopportune times. Just often enough to really fuck with you. So, just get in the habit of hitting that old F4 key. Oh, is that how you enter VATS? Had no idea. Fuck. So I'm going to show you what I did in the earlier video. It's kind of hard to see with this outfit. Let's see how my spine just turned colors. That's because I'm in danger! Oh, you're close. Yeah. Good shit on. So see, my spine is green again. I think it's a neat little feature that I'm almost never going to use, but it's nice to know it's there. Don't think I can actually shoot them down. Now these goddamn things are really not much of a threat, but a huge pain in the ass to actually hit. Even with the bullet time on. Reliable. That makes it so it wears down slower, which is wonderful. Where's the rock flower? Look at that. And I believe there's a snow globe up here. Yeah. So there's some snow globes in the game. There you see. Rare pre-war artifacts that are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. When you take these to Mr. House, I believe he pays 3,000 per, and there's like 9 of them in the game, so that's pretty good. 3,000 caps is a lot of fucking caps. Anyway. Victor, shall we? Oh. Do that.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
That's good tea.
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Did he just call the graveyard the Bone Orchard?
I'm a Securitron.
It's fucking dark,
Robco
man.
Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. Happy trails!
Fun fact, Victor is voiced by the bad guy in Die Hard 2, the one who does naked kung fu in front of his TV. That guy was also in the show Roswell as the dad. His name's William something, I think? I can't remember. If you watch the making of video of this game with the famous voice talents that they got, he's the most fun to watch because he's clearly having the most fun. Which I really love in a voice actor, when they're just really going all out with it. Stark contrast to Chandler Bing, who looks like he's not having any fun at all. Unfortunate. These fuckers are even harder to hit. Oh, got him. Hey-oh! Let's go in here too. Hi, buddy. Nope. I'm not in love with the hacking in this game. See, I always try to find the word that has most in common with the other word, so there's a bunch of ing ones. Let's see. There we go. Actually not going to disengage the lock, so I can get even more XP from... Never mind, I'm going to disengage the lock. If I weren't a fucking scrub, I'd pick the lock too and get double XP. But I'm not baller like that yet. This book that I just got, if I give it to a doctor like, say, the doctor in Goodsprings, he'll be able to perform cybernetic surgery on me, which is a Project Nevada thing now. There was a surgery thing in the vanilla game where you'd go to, I can't remember, as like New Vegas Medical Clinic or something, and you'd pay like 4,000 caps for an implant that would raise one of your special stats. This is totally overhauled from that. It's nothing like it. And I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. It's better in some ways, but it's also not as great. So far it's running really smoothly, which I'm happy about. My last time I tried to play a modded playthrough, it really ran like shit. I haven't really had any lost frames or anything, so this is fucking great. Keep it up, game! There she is. I think it will be a little jerky the first time I enter each area, but after that it runs pretty
Let me see what
smooth.
you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on
Coke?
over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me.
Oh,
Hey, do me a
too.
favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
I honestly wish, as annoying as I find tutorials to be in general, I wish they had taught me how to use the reloading bench, because I have never, ever used it to make bullets. Which is fine, I got a console right here. Just type some numbers in, that makes bullets for me just fine. Oh, my robot is out of breath. Oh, make up your mind. Jesus Christ, it's really coming down now. Holy fuck! Oh boy. Lightning is bad for robots! Ah! Oh my god.
Hey,
Hey, what up, Easy Pete?
howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Give me a cool nickname like yours?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
I make it sound so
Don't get me
sad.
wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they
Cuntface.
tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
By the way, I think the conflict between the NCR and the Legion is a really well done, apt metaphor for, at least from the NCR perspective, for the American war in Iraq. I don't know if that was intentional, but it really has a lot of crossover, and you'll see what I mean by that as I progress through this game. They're basically a foreign army fighting a war that the people back home don't understand what the benefit of it is. You'll see. You'll see. I don't need to spoil it for you.
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
That's an important detail.
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
Oh, buddy. We all make choices, don't we?
What the hell is your problem?
We all make choices.
Probably deserved it. I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Goodsprings by killing Joe Cobb like that. His friends might come looking for him, and I don't think they're gonna care who was involved in his death or not. Well, what's done is done. So, what can I do for you? Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Yeah, gangs don't really work that way. Do they?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Not for long.
All right. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
I don't care about your radio. That's a dick move.
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be
Just like
caps in
me.
it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
He is. He really is such a gentleman.
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
I'm not gonna bog you down and all that.
Be careful out there.
Alright, so, guns. Speech, yes. Speech. Let's see. Ooh. I like hitting on girls, but I like charging more. And let's hit on girls. Yeah, cheat book. Give me them skizzles. Oh. This is the thing that I just picked up, is the thing that starts New Vegas Bounties 1. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, fuck! Why don't we wait a little while, shall we? By a little while, I mean like some hours, because I don't want to get stuck doing a gun battle at nighttime. That won't go very well. God damn it. Alright, fine. While I'm here, why don't I fetch Delilah, the first custom mod companion. I meant to say custom companion or mod companion, and instead I said 25 words. I'm a fool.
Hey, what are you doing here? I'm Delilah, and this is my place.
Hey there,
I don't
Delilah.
normally take too kindly to strangers barging in on me, but I happen to have helped the doc save you. Flatterer, I'm jealous of the life of a courier. Seeing the wastes, it must be great. Mainly, I help Doc Mitchell around the clinic. I'm going to be a doctor one day. I think I'll need more experience than what he can show me here. Ever since I lost Uncle Sulik, it hasn't really been the same. I think I need to strike out and find my own destiny.
Okay, I get it. You want to leave. But here's the thing, if I ask her to leave before asking enough about her, she won't leave with me.
Uncle Sulik is like my dad's brother, but not really. See, Dad was raised near tribals in California and had a close relationship with them. When Dad met Mom, they decided to come make a life for themselves in the Mojave. Uncle Sulik came with them, to protect my parents. Something about being bound to him. Sulik treated me just like family, though, and taught me a lot of tribal medicine. He showed me how to make his ancestral pain remedy. Voodoo. It's very potent and very addictive. Be careful with it.
I don't have any.
He also taught me to make this special Shadow Walker potion and the process for extracting what he called crag hash from some plants. Coyote healing powder is an old remedy he had used in the days as a young brave with his tribe. It uses concentrated tobacco with a stimulant.
As a stimulant.
Since the Great War, his tribe had survived for generations in a mountain tunnel complex. They crawled out from the caves in those mountains after the bombs fell, and they remain sacred to his people to this day. Sulik said that giant geckos led them from the caves, and as the mountains are sacred to them, so are the geckos that live there. What do you want to know? My parents were from California. They came all the way to Goodsprings in search of their own little piece of heaven. I was born here.
She's very short with her sentences.
Mitchell's autodoc said, pancreatic cancer. I'd rather really not talk about that, if you don't mind.
Patrick Swayze.
What do you want to know?
Harsh toke, bro.
I'm going to be. I helped Doc Mitchell out, and Sulik taught me some tribal methods, but I will be a doctor one day.
By whose standard?
What do you want to know? Uncle Sulik taught me a lot about the ways of his people, and I admire them in a lot of ways. I don't consider myself a tribal, though. I guess the most useful thing he taught me about was tribal medicine. He taught me to fight with sticks, but mainly, he was just Uncle Sulik. What do you want?
I can't remember how much I have to ask her. I would not normally be going through all this dialogue. I prefer characters to show their personality by what they're doing rather than giving me their biography. But in this case, it's necessary.
It's something Uncle Sulik used to say. Instead of dying, when we all leave this life, we meet those we loved at the clearing at the end of the path.
Can we meet at the end of this conversation?
I like it. I think it adds some dignity to death.
Uh-huh.
What do you...
Anything else?
Rad scorpions. He was coming back from a trading run and he must have walked into a nest of the big fuckers. Sulik searched for him when he didn't come back on schedule, but he found him too late. The poison had run its course. What? I'd love to. I think this is exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. Let me grab my things.
Delilah has given you a holotape containing some words and sounds used by braves from the crag to communicate with one another over long distances or in combat. That is never going to get used. Your Pip-Boy is a suitable amplification device, and with Delilah's knowledge of the signals will serve as a quick means of communication between the two of you. I get it. That was like your whole life story.
I forgot to mention, I'll be able to help you out with your medical chems. I know some tricks I can show you to make them last longer. I can also make a couple of tribal remedies if you need them.
Alright.
Okay.
Now let's rob your house. Get out of my way. Give me. Oh, we gotta take that. Obviously, we're taking
When I was
the
a
naughty
kid, Dad
nightwear.
told me the legend of Dead-Eye Cedric. Cedric had lost both eyes, but he could hit a bottle cap in midair with his hunting rifle.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Sure could use a drink. I bet Trudy would be happy to see us.
Robo Speed.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Yeah, come with the king, you best not miss.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
Nope, and that's another thing I never learned.
Thanks, I guess. Cobb wasn't the problem, though. I could have handled him if he ever found me. Cobb's friends are the bigger problem. And when he doesn't get back, they'll be coming here for blood. There's no way I can fight them all. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word. I won't let you stick your neck out for free. I can't pay you back now, but I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays up. You've got my word.
You said that.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us.
That's what you think.
Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... I was thinking of myself, actually. Who's gonna watch my back while I'm watching yours?
Someone's never played Contra.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Oh, well, why don't I do all the work for you, dick? Hyper speed!
I don't think Joe Cobb knew what hit him. I'm hoping you took him down for a good reason and not for fun.
Are the two mutually exclusive?
Say no more. I'm in. Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Even though Joe Cobb's dead, his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
So basically this is a skill check. For Trudy it's a speech check. For Chet it's a barter check. And for Easy Pete it's an explosive check. So I don't think I'm going to get help from these two. I can try, but I don't think so. But Trudy I can convince. And the doctor you can always convince.
I'll be waiting.
Just an FYI, in case you were curious. I gotta fix this lady's radio too, that'll help. Sounds like it's working though. There it goes.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Fuck yeah.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
I'm not gonna be cunty about it.
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
No, you're welcome.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity.
Yep.
The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Actually, they want it for a very interesting reason, which you probably won't
Be
hear in
careful
this
out there.
playthrough. But maybe you will, so I won't spoil it.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what... Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And, I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on.
Fucking
I
pussy.
have to put my business first. You understand.
Let's
Can do.
sell some shit, shall we? Got a bunch of shit I'm not gonna use. You gotta be careful because every vendor has a certain amount of money that they have, and if you sell them more than what they have, you're not going to get those caps magically. You're just gonna give them a really great deal because you're dumb. So don't be dumb. He's throwing spears. That's racist. He doesn't have enough caps for that. Does he have anything that I want? Let's see. I'll take... That's the sound of me not being thrilled about the purchase I'm about to make. Let's buy 5. inventory space. Here, take this synthetic Remington part as well, since I'll never use it. No, thank you.
Take it easy now.
Pal. Fuck. I don't know what I'm angry about. Didn't I download a mod that created weapon vending machines? I guess it's not in this town. Where'd you go, buddy? Ah, there you are.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you? Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Thanks, buddy.
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got. Sure, I can help you out.
Yeah. So see, this is what implants look like in Project Nevada. You go by body section. Let's see. It gives me +2 barter, +2 speech. I'm gonna install it. Hang on. Just answering a little text message. Did I get any other mods? I don't think so. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Later on I'll get better mods, much better mods. Alright, now I think it's time to talk to our buddy. Where'd he go? Oh, blending in with the wall.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
How convenient.
They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well. At least 6. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Oh, be careful. You'll be dead!
Okay, stealth mode on.
Not my problem.
Oh, come on. Come on. Hey-oh. Oh, you're all alone. Join your friends. Gang doesn't like me anymore.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Yep. And with that anticlimactic battle, I think it is time to bid you adieu, because I have to go eat dinner. The next one will be longer, I promise. the save button and go fuck yourself.